Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to be introducing these 6 that will be battling each other. Now, I'm going to introduce them. Here's Buster Dran 180 with Accelerate. So this bay is an attack type, which is strong against defense types, but is weak against stamina types. Now, this one is a hard hitter too, with this little buster right here. If it goes on the accelerail and it bounces off and it hits your opponent with this part, then your opponent's fried. Now, here's Hammer Incendio 380 with Hexa. So this one has multiple parts. The top is a attack type blade, and the bottom is a defense type bit. So with attack type tops and defense type bits, that would be a good combo. So after that is we have Venom 360 with Needle. Like I said, the top is an attack blade, and then the bottom is an defense bit. Then here's an interesting one. We have Scythed Incendio 460 with Taper. So this bay is a balanced type, but it's not weak. It's weak to all the types, and it has an advantage against all the types. So after Scythed Incendio, we have Spider-Man 380 with Flat. So the top is a stamina type blade, and then the bottom is a attack type bit. So if you put those two together, you could get good results and kind of good results. And last but not least, we have Sword Dran 360 and Flat. Like I said, Flat and the blade, Sword Dran, is both attack types. So that would give you good experiences. Now, we are going to be seeing these 6 battle later. Now, stay tuned for that. Alright. Hey guys, so I've already introduced you guys to the 6 bays that are going to be battling. But now, I'm going to tell you who they're going to be battling in today's video. So, the first battle, the first round is going to be Sword Dran versus Scythed Incendio. So those two are going together. And then the second battle is going to be Hammer Incendio versus Spider-Man. And then the third round is going to be Buster Dran versus Venom. Now, let's get to battles. What is going on today, guys? It is me, Chance the Blader, and today we are going to be doing some battles. Now, we have 2 teams, and we're doing solo battles, so whichever ones get the most points goes to level 2. So, now, let's get to battles. First, we have Sword Dran versus Scythed Incendio. 3, 2, 1. Ow. Okay, now that's a win for me. So we do 3 battles. Okay, now we can switch up the bays. I told you guys once I got home, I was going to use the Spider-Man and Venom bay. Okay, Venom versus Hammer Incendio. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Oh, wow. Now, Spider-Man won that battle. Wow, this is getting intense. Now, we have Buster Dran versus Venom. Alrighty, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Oh, I won! So, since I won all the battles, now, hold on, one moment, guys. This whole team goes to level 2.
Who's on the team? Who's on that team?
Oh, I almost hit your foot. So on this team, it's Sword Dran versus Buster Dran, and versus Spider-Man. So, now I'll see you guys. Okay, you guys, from the last video with the battles, we saw who the winners were, and let me introduce you guys to the winners. So, we have Buster Dran 180 with Accelerate. This bay used its top part right here to blast the bays out of this stadium. And Spider-Man 360 and flat. This bay almost bounced into the little holes in the stadium, but it bounced right back out into its way of victory. Now we have an OG Sword Dread 360 flat. This bay used the accelerail in its advantage, popped on, and sucked Scythe and Incendio out of that stadium. So, now we gotta stay tuned for the next top 3 and see who will win in level 2. Now, I'll see you guys I'm back with the tournament. Now, we're in round 2 of the tournament. Now, this is who's going to be battling. We have Hammer Incendio versus Scythe and Incendio, Buster Dran versus Spider-Man, and then we got Sword Dran versus Venom. Now, I'm going to cut over to where we're battling. Whoa, okay, you guys, it's the first battle of the second round. So first up is Scythe and Incendio versus Hammer Incendio. Now, 3, 2, 1, let it. Oh! Hammer Incendio won that! Now, since Hammer Incendio won that, that's a point for Hammer Incendio. Now next is Spider-Man versus Buster Dran. Now let's get things set up. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Oh my god! He's trying to hurt me. These are supposed to be made for kids, not trying to hurt kids. Oh! Spider-Man took out the dragon. That's crazy. Okay, so that's a win for Spider-Man, so that's a point for Spider-Man. Now, last but not least, these two actually have the same top. It's Venom versus Sword Dread. Okay, final battle in the final round in the second battle. 3, 2, 1, let it. Oh my gosh. They both have the same top, just different bits. So they know how hard they can attack. Oh! Venom took the win! Oh, wow, that's crazy. Oh, that battle was crazy. But here are the winners. Between Sword Dran and Venom, they both used the wall to their advantage, but Venom came out on top, so that's a point for Venom. And then it was Hammer Incendio versus Scythe and Incendio. Scythe and Incendio has more projectiles, so it can hit, but Hammer Incendio has big ones, so it can smash. But Scythe and Incendio came out on top. And then this was the interesting one. Buster Dran versus Spider-Man. Buster Dran almost flew out of the stadium, but it caught the wall, bounced back in, but it missed the attack, so that took most of its stamina away. So Spider-Man came out on top. Now let's get things all mixed up for round 3. Wow, round 2 was kind of crazy. Are you guys ready to go into round 3? For the first battle, it's going to be Hammer Incendio versus Buster Dran, Spider-Man versus Sword Dran, and Venom versus Scythe and Incendio. Now, let's get to battling. Okay, you guys, it is round 3, first battle. Now, let's get to it. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Oh, Hammer Incendio got that point. Okay. Now, the next battle is Spider-Man versus Sword Dran. Now, let's get to it. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Oh, wow. Oh, Spider-Man knocked the bottom piece off completely. Wait, can I see that piece? So that's a win for Spider-Man. Now, next is Venom versus Scythe Incendio. Give me one moment. Okay, now we're trying it again. 3, 2. Oh wait, 1 second. 3, 2, 1. Let it rip. Oh my gosh. Oh, they're both wobbling. Oh, which one's gonna fall? I think that was a tie. Yeah, I'm calling it a tie. Now we gotta retry it again. One last time. 3, 2, 1. Let it rip. This one's finally tied. No, Venom. That's a win for Scythe Incendio. So Scythe Incendio got that point. Now, let's review the winners. Ooh, round 3 was crazy. So now, here are the winners of round 3. First up was Buster Dran versus Hammer Incendio. So these two are really powerful bays. With Hammer Incendio, when he's on the line, he can just wreck or break the bay. That's exactly what he did to Buster Dran and knocked him in the gutter. So that's a point for Hammer Incendio. And then next was Spider-Man and Sword Dran. So the winner was Spider-Man, because when he got launched in, Spider-Man dropped down quick and just launched right at him, knocked the bottom part off, and counted it as a burst. So that's a point for Spider-Man. Last but not least, it was Venom versus Scythe Incendio. And Scythe Incendio took the win with more projectiles, and it rushed the bay too. So that's a point for Scythe Incendio. Okay, now, this is going to be it for today's video, but stay tuned for round 4 and round 5. Okay, Chance the Blader out.